When they asked me to give a speech during the launch of the rocket, I thought to myself, what was this speech for? It's kind of like a normal thing now, when spaceships launch out of our atmosphere. And we're just going to watch it fly up into space. Nothing special about that. But the launch of this rocket is not the end of our innovation. We have not yet scratched the surface of our exploration. Rather, it is the start of a new journey for us as a country and as a planet as well. However, I did realize that this spaceship launch is a first in so many aspects. This is my first time speaking in an audience this big, addressing a matter that is as important as this one. Second, this is also a first in Philippine history, wherein we now have the funds to have our own space program and maintain it. 2 decades ago, our country was not this prosperous when it comes to research. And last, this is a first in world history itself. When this rocket breaks the atmosphere, it will now start our journey of discovering new planets and life forms that we did not even think existed before. "20 years ago, I did not see myself in this position. I did not see myself as the head engineer of this project. Heck, I was not even sure before what I was going to take for college. However, what led me to pick this position is my thirst for knowledge and my astonishment in the stars. 20 years ago, I was just a high school student who had no idea what to do with his life. A high school student who just winged every decision he made in his life. I know that there are better countries who have better capabilities than us when it comes to aerospace engineering. But I do know that our country is capable of this. I knew that when NASA chose Philippines to host and manage the mission to Mars, I knew that we were up for the challenge. And when the President informed me to spearhead this project, I hesitated. At first I thought, I cannot do this. But with the help of my mentors in the university, I was able to motivate myself and condition myself to be able to make an impact to this project. And here we are, dawning the launch of the first ever spaceship to Mars. However, if we look back into our history, the Philippines has little experience when it comes to space exploration. Moreover, in innovation. 2 decades ago, our country does not have the funding for this kind of project. 2 decades ago, we were still figuring out how to fix our problem with public transportation. And it is surprising how we advanced. From a simple third world country which had no initial plans in contributing to projects like space exploration, international conservation projects, or even advancement in our own technologies. Now we have the possibility to further our researches and develop our country more. This is all because of our efforts. Our efforts to carry ourselves out of that slump that was keeping us down these past decades. Our efforts that push our expectations of ourselves to improve our technology and knowledge. It is in moments like these when our Filipino spirit is sparked. During moments of recognition, triumph, and victory. Our Filipino spirit fires up our souls in order for us to show just how proud we are. Today is a very historical day for humanity. Today we will launch a mission to put a man on Mars and start a colony there. With that said, with collaboration of NASA and the Philippine government, together with the United Nations, the mission to Mars 2039 is now on the verge of leaving this planet. After approximately 2 years, the Rizal Spacecraft 1896 will land on Mars and 4 astronauts will start their colonization and exploration of Mars. During their stay there, they will cultivate the land, survey the landscapes, and if the climate permits, they will find minerals and possibly life forms that are unique only to Mars. Their stay in Mars will be for about 5 years, after which they will be extracted through a remote-controlled spacecraft in March of 2040. During that date, the astronauts would have returned to Earth, bearing information about the planet Mars. Ladies and gentlemen, let us witness in awe the beauty of our innovation. Let this day mark the end of our intercontinental conflict and dawn the new age of space exploration. May this day unite the human race for more years to come. It is with unity that we are able to achieve feats like this. Thank you.